My name's Jack Tanner, 34 years old, and I've been married to Lisa Monroe for 7 years. Or at least I was, until everything flipped upside down last Thanksgiving. I'm not some fancy writer or anything, just a guy who works construction, swings a hammer for a living, and thought he had a pretty solid life. That holiday, though, it all started unraveling, and I didn't even see it coming until I overheard something that broke me wide open. It was November 28th, 2024, Thanksgiving morning. Lisa's family was staying over at our place, a little two-story house I'd been fixing up in Boise, Idaho. Her mom and dad were in the basement guest room, and her brother, Greg, was crashed out in the spare bedroom upstairs. We'd spent weeks getting ready for the holiday, stringing up lights outside, picking out a turkey, even baking pies together, which Lisa always said was her favorite part. Things had been a little off between us lately, sure. She'd been hanging out with Greg a lot more, grabbing beers with him after work or running errands together. I didn't think much of it, siblings, you know? They're tight. I figured it was normal. I'd been busting my tail to make this Thanksgiving special for her. Money's tight in construction sometimes, but I'd saved up enough to get her some nice stuff, a leather jacket she'd eyed at the mall, a fancy coffee maker she'd been drooling over online, and a pair of those high-end hiking boots she kept saying she'd use if we ever got out to the mountains. I was pumped to see her light up when she opened them. Looking back, I feel like a damn idiot for that. So that morning, I was up early, around 6 a.m., firing up the coffee pot and thinking I'd get the turkey in the oven before everyone woke up. The house was quiet, just the hum of the fridge and the drip of the coffee maker. I figured I'd check if Lisa or Greg wanted some coffee too, so I headed upstairs. That's when I heard it, my name, floating down the hall from the spare room where Greg was staying. The door was open just a sliver, and their voices hit me like a punch to the gut. "Jack's such a sucker," Lisa said, her voice low but sharp, like she was trying not to laugh too loud. "He gets all worked up about these holidays, thinking I'm gonna fall all over myself for his gifts. It's almost sad." Greg chuckled, that deep, smug laugh of his. "You're brutal, sis. What's the best part?" "Oh, easy," she said. "Every present I get him? Straight off his own debit card. He doesn't even look at the bank app. It's like he's a damn puppy, wagging his tail for a bone I bought with his own money." I froze right there on the stairs, one hand gripping the railing so hard I thought I'd snap it. My heart was pounding, but my brain couldn't catch up. They kept going. Lisa's saying how she fakes being excited when I give her stuff, how she's been pulling this stunt for years, how Greg thinks it's hilarious I'm too dumb to notice. He asked her why she even sticks with me, and her answer damn near killed me. His job's steady, pays the bills, and he's too simple to argue. Who else is gonna let me run the show like this? I didn't hear much after that. My ears were ringing, and I just turned around, walked back downstairs real quiet, like I was in a daze. Sat at the kitchen table, staring at my coffee as it went cold. An hour later, they all came down, Lisa, Greg, her parents, acting like nothing was wrong. We carved the turkey, passed the mashed potatoes, and I watched Lisa put on this big show, oohing and awing over the jacket and boots like she hadn't just ripped me apart upstairs. I opened my gifts from her, a new tool belt, some work gloves, a nice thermos, and nodded, said thanks, knowing I'd paid for every damn thing myself. Greg kept smirking at her across the table, and I just chewed my food, forcing a grin like everything was fine. That day, I didn't blow up, didn't yell or throw anything. I just sat there, letting it sink in, feeling like the floor was dropping out from under me. Lisa didn't suspect a thing. She was too busy playing the perfect wife, posting pictures of our amazing Thanksgiving on Facebook, all smiles and hashtags about how blessed she was. Her parents left that night. Greg stuck around till the next day, and I kept my mouth shut. But inside, I was boiling. 7 years of my life, and I'm a joke to her? A paycheck with a pulse? The day after Greg left, I started digging. Pulled up our bank account on my phone, something I hadn't done in forever because I trusted her to handle the money. What I found made my stomach turn. It wasn't just the Thanksgiving stuff. Lisa had been draining me dry for years, taking cash out of our account, buying clothes and crap for herself, even sending Greg money every month, hundreds at a time. There were charges for bar tabs, new tires for her car, stuff she'd told me was covered by her part-time gig at the craft store. Meanwhile, she'd guilt me whenever I wanted to buy a new saw or take us on a camping trip, saying we couldn't afford it. I didn't confront her right then. No, I'm not that guy. I don't explode and make a mess. I went quiet, started thinking, started planning. She didn't notice a damn thing, too busy texting Greg or scrolling her phone. That night, I lay in bed next to her, wide awake, staring at the ceiling while she snored. A damn puppy, she called me. Well, this puppy was about to bite back, and she had no clue what was coming. I'm Jack Tanner, and after that Thanksgiving gut punch from Lisa, I didn't sleep much. My name's been ringing in my head ever since I heard her call me a sucker, a puppy, whatever else she and Greg cooked up behind my back. It's been a couple days since her family cleared out of our Boise house, and I've been walking around like a ghost, just going through the motions. Work, home, dinner, bed, rinse, and repeat. But inside, I'm a damn furnace, burning slow and steady, figuring out what to do with this mess I'm in. Lisa's none the wiser. She's still strutting around like everything's golden, humming while she makes her coffee, asking me how my day was like she actually cares. I keep it short, say work's fine, the crew's good, Whatever, and she nods, goes back to her phone. Probably texting Greg, laughing about how I'm still clueless. That's fine. Let her think that. I've spent 7 years building houses, putting up walls brick by brick, and I know how to keep things steady until it's time to swing the hammer. First thing I did was lock down the money. Sunday night, after she crashed out on the couch watching some reality show, I grabbed my phone and started poking around our accounts. I'd never been the one to handle the finances. Lisa always said she was better with numbers, and I believed her. Dumb move. Took me about an hour to figure out how deep the hole went. Cash withdrawals every month, some as high as $500, labeled miscellaneous or groceries. Except we've got a fridge full of leftovers, and I'm the one who usually shops for food. Then there's the transfers to Greg, $200 here, $300 there, going back at least 2 years. I found charges for stuff I never saw, nail salon visits, a new phone last spring, even a weekend trip to Spokane she told me was free because Greg covered it. Yeah, with my money, apparently. I didn't stop there. Pulled up our debit card history, cross-checked it with what she'd been giving me for birthdays, anniversaries, Father's Day even though we don't have kids. That tool belt from Thanksgiving? Bought 3 weeks ago at Home Depot, same day she said she was running errands. The gloves, the thermos, all on my card. I sat there in the dark, glow of the screen lighting up my face, feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. 7 years, and she's been playing me like a fiddle. Monday morning, I called the bank from the truck on my lunch break. Had to park a block away from the job site so the guys wouldn't hear me. Told the lady on the phone my card got compromised at a gas station, made up some story about a sketchy pump. She didn't question it, just said they'd send me a new one. I had them ship it to the post office box I'd set up that morning, not the house. Changed all my passwords too, added that 2-step verification thing where you get a code on your phone. Lisa texted me later, asking why the card got flagged. I said it was just a security thing, no big deal, and she bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Work kept me sane that week. I'm a foreman, so I've got a crew of 6 guys depending on me to keep the framing on schedule for this new subdivision. Hammering nails, measuring cuts, hauling lumber, it's simple, honest stuff, and it gave me something to focus on besides the pit in my chest. The guys noticed I was quieter than usual. Tommy, my lead carpenter, asked if I was all right, and I just shrugged, said I was tired from the holiday. He nodded, didn't push. Good man. Nights were different. I'd get home, and Lisa'd be there, all chipper, asking if I wanted to watch a movie or telling me about her day at the craft store. I'd nod, grunt a little, keep it civil. Started doing my own laundry, though, used to toss mine in with hers, but not anymore. Cooked my own dinners too, just basics like burgers or eggs, didn't ask what she wanted. She didn't say anything about it, but I caught her eyeing me a couple times, like she was trying to figure out what was up. I'd just smile, say I was beat from work, and she'd let it slide. Behind the scenes, I was moving pieces. Opened a new checking account at a different bank, small place downtown, not the big chain we used. Set my paycheck to deposit their starting next cycle. Didn't touch the joint account yet, didn't want her spooked, but I was ready to pull the plug when the time came. Called up my buddy Dave, an old high school pal who's a mechanic now, owns his own shop. Met him for a beer at this dive bar off Main Street, told him I needed advice on splitting finances. Didn't spill the whole story, just enough. He scratched his beard, asked a few questions, then laid out how to untangle my money from hers without tripping any legal wires. Said he'd been through something similar with his ex. Protect yourself first, Jack, he told me. Women like that don't stop till you make M. By Friday, I'd started a notebook. Old spiral thing I had lying around from a job site. Wrote down everything, dates, amounts, what she'd said on Thanksgiving. Took pictures of the tool belt, the gloves, stuff around the house she'd claimed was from her. Snapshots of the bank app too, saved M to my phone. Wasn't sure what I'd do with it all yet, but it felt good to have proof, like I wasn't losing my mind. That night, Lisa tried something new. Came home with takeout from this barbecue joint I love, ribs, coleslaw, the works. Said it was a surprise, grinned like she'd done me some big favor. I thanked her, ate it, didn't make a fuss. Later, I checked the account. Yep, my card, $42. She sat there waiting for me to gush about it, and I just said it was good, went to bed early. Her face twitched a little, like she wasn't sure what to make of me anymore. Good. Let her wonder. I wasn't ready to drop the bomb yet. Needed more time, more moves. But every day, I was building something new, not a house this time, but a way out. Lisa thought she had me pegged, thought I'd keep wagging my tail forever. She didn't know I was already halfway out the door, and I wasn't looking back. I assume you meant carry on with the second chapter, but since I've already delivered chapter 2, I'll take it as a green light to move forward with chapter 3. Here's the next installment of Jack Tanner's story, told in his straightforward, everyman voice, perfect for an AI voiceover. Full details, no abbreviations, and over 3,000 characters as promised. Let's dive in. Chapter 3, The Shift Hits the Fan. I'm Jack Tanner, still reeling from finding out my wife Lisa's been treating me like her personal cash machine for 7 years. It's been about a week since Thanksgiving, and I'm in Boise, Idaho, living this double life, playing the good husband on the outside, plotting my escape on the inside. Every day, I'm stacking bricks, building my way out of this mess, and Lisa doesn't have a clue. But things are starting to heat up. and I can feel the ground shifting under my feet. Monday rolled around, and I was back at the job site, nailing 2x4s and trying to keep my head in the game. The crew could tell something was off. Tommy asked again if I was okay, and I just said I'd had a rough weekend. He clapped me on the shoulder, told me to take it easy, and we got back to work. That physical stuff, the weight of the hammer, the smell of sawdust, it's the only thing keeping me grounded right now. At home, though, it's a different story. Lisa's starting to notice I'm not the same old Jack. She caught me folding my own clothes that night, something I'd picked up after Thanksgiving. Usually, I'd toss everything in the hamper, and she'd handle it, but not anymore. She stood in the doorway of our little laundry room, arms crossed, and asked, "What's with you doing your own stuff lately?" I didn't look up, just kept folding my work jeans, and said, "Figured I'd help out. Work's been long." She didn't buy it completely, her eyes narrowed a little, but she let it go, wandered off to scroll her phone. That's when I knew she was starting to sniff around. Tuesday, I took a bigger step. Found a cheap apartment online, nothing special, just a one-bedroom about 15 minutes from the house, near the river. Called the landlord during my lunch break, parked in my truck with the heater running. Guy sounded gruff but straight up, said it was available, $500 a month plus utilities. I told him I'd take it, sent the deposit from my new checking account, the one Lisa doesn't know about. Used some cash I'd stashed from overtime pay over the summer, something I'd meant to surprise her with for a new patio set. Guess that's off the table now. Picked up the keys that afternoon after work, told Lisa I had to run by the hardware store for some caulk. She didn't even blink. The place ain't much, peeling paint, old carpet, a kitchen sink that drips, but it's mine. Stood there in the empty living room, hands in my pockets, and felt this weird mix of relief and dread. 7 years with Lisa, and now I'm starting over in a dump like this. But it's better than being her damn puppet, so I'll take it. Wednesday night, things got weirder at home. Lisa came up behind me while I was frying some eggs, my dinner, not hers, and put her arms around my waist. "You've been quiet, babe," she said, her voice all soft and sweet, like she was testing me. I shrugged, flipped the eggs, said, "Just tired, you know how it is." She didn't let go right away, just stood there, and I could feel her thinking. Then she said, "Let's do something this weekend, just us. Maybe hit that brewery you like." I nodded, told her sure, sounds good. But inside, I was laughing. Yeah, paid for with my money, right? That's when I heard it. Later that night, I was on the couch pretending to doze off, football game muted on the TV. Lisa slipped into the bathroom with her phone, door cracked just enough for me to catch her voice. She was talking to Greg, real hushed. "Jack's acting off," she said. "He's not checking in, not doing the usual stuff. You think he's onto us?" Greg's voice came through, cocky as ever. "Nah, he's too thick for that. Probably just in a mood. You've got him trained too good, sis." She laughed, but it sounded nervous. "Maybe. I'll keep an eye on him." I stayed still, breathing slow, letting that sink in. "Trained, huh? We'll see about that." Thursday, I ramped it up. Moved my important stuff out of the house bit by bit. Birth certificate, social security card, an old photo of my dad from before he passed. Packed him in my work bag, took him to the apartment. Started a suitcase too. Just essentials, couple pairs of jeans, some shirts, my boots. Hid it in the truck bed under a tarp. Met Dave again that night, this time at his shop after hours. Showed him the notebook, the bank screenshots, everything. He whistled low, said, "She's been bleeding you dry, man. You gotta talk to a lawyer." Gave me a name, some guy he knew from his own divorce. I called the next morning, set up a meeting for Friday. Friday hit, and Lisa was on edge. She asked me 3 times what I was doing after work, and I stuck to my story, meeting Tommy to go over job plans. She didn't push, but her jaw was tight when I left. Met the lawyer instead, guy named Paul, mid-40s, no-nonsense type. Laid out everything. Thanksgiving, the money, the lies. He nodded, took notes, said I had a strong case for a clean split. Maybe even some restitution if we pushed it. Told me to. Keep documenting, keep my nose clean, and be ready to move fast. Shook his hand, felt a little lighter walking out. That night, Greg showed up at the house unannounced. Said he was in the neighborhood, brought a 6-pack like we're buddies. I played along, cracked a beer, made small talk about football. Lisa kept glancing between us, fidgeting with her necklace. After he left, she tried the affection thing again, curled up next to me on the couch, asked if I was mad at her. I said no, just stressed, and she seemed to relax. But I caught her texting later, probably Greg, and I knew the clock was ticking. By Saturday, I'd moved half my tools to the apartment, stuff I'd bought myself, not joint crap. Told Lisa I was lending him to Tommy for a side gig. She didn't question it. Kept up the gym routine I'd started too, nothing fancy, just lifting at this hole-in-the-wall place near work. Felt good to sweat, to hit something without breaking. Lisa suggested that brewery date again, and I agreed, let her plan it. Figured it'd keep her off my trail a little longer. I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet. Need a few more pieces in place, money secured, lawyer prepped, a plan for the house. But every day, I'm slipping out of her grip, and she's starting to feel it. She thinks I'm still that trained puppy, tail wagging for her scraps. She's got no idea I'm about to tear the leash right off. I'm Jack Tanner, and it's been almost 2 weeks since I overheard Lisa and Greg laughing at me on Thanksgiving. I'm still in Boise, still swinging a hammer by day and plotting my way out of the sham marriage by night. Lisa's starting to squirm. She knows something's up, even if she can't pin it down. I've got my new apartment, my money locked down, and a lawyer in my corner. Now it's about timing, lining up the shot before I pull the trigger. Sunday morning, Lisa tried harder to reel me in. She made pancakes, first time in months, stacked, high with syrup and bacon on the side, like some big gesture. Sat across from me at the kitchen table, smiling too wide, asking about my week. I ate, nodded, kept it short. Work's busy, I said, you know how it is. She pushed, asked if I was mad about something, and I just shrugged, told her I was fine. Saw her chew her lip a little, but she didn't press. Good. I wasn't giving her anything to grab onto. That afternoon, we went to that brewery she'd been on about. I drove us in my truck, let her pick the playlist, some pop crap I don't care for. She ordered us beers and wings, made a show of paying with her card, but I knew it was a joint account hit anyway. Sat there sipping my IPA, watching her chatter about work, Greg, whatever. I nodded along, threw in a yeah or cool when she paused. She kept touching my arm, laughing too loud at my dumb jokes. It was all fake, and I could see it clear as day now, her trying to keep me in line. I smiled back, played the part, but my mind was on the suitcase in my truck and the keys to my new place in my pocket. Monday, I called in a favor. My buddy Tommy from work's got a cousin with a moving van, runs a little side gig for cash. Met him at a gas station, handed over $100 to book him for Friday morning. Told him I was helping a friend move, kept it vague. He didn't care, just said he'd be there at 8 sharp. Back at the house, I started sorting my stuff, quietly, piece by piece. Packed my old records, my dad's hunting rifle, a box of photos Lisa never cared about. Stashed him in the garage under some tarps, said I was organizing when she asked. She bought it, too busy texting Greg to dig deeper. Tuesday night, I overheard her and Greg again. Was in bed, pretending to sleep, when she snuck downstairs with her phone. Heard her whispering from the living room, he's pulling away, Greg. Doesn't talk much, doesn't even ask about my day anymore. Greg laughed, said, sounds like he's finally growing a spine. Don't worry, he's not smart enough to do anything about it. She sighed, said, I hope you're right. I can't afford him flipping out now. I lay there, eyes closed, fist clenched under the blanket. Not smart enough, huh? Just wait. Wednesday, I met Paul, my lawyer, again. Brought the notebook, the photos, the bank records, everything. He flipped through it, nodded, said, this is gold, Jack. She's been siphoning you dry, and we can prove it. We'll file for divorce, push for a fair split, maybe even get some of that money back. Asked if I wanted the house. I thought about it, all the sweat I'd put into fixing it up, the new roof I'd paid for last year. But I shook my head. No, I said, I just want out clean. Let her figure out the mortgage. He grinned, said he'd have papers ready by Thursday. Thursday night, Lisa planned a surprise dinner. Came home with takeout from this Italian place I like, lasagna, garlic bread, the works. Sat me down, lit a candle, acted like we were on a date. I ate, thanked her, kept my cool. Checked the account later, yep, my card, $60. She kept asking if I liked it, fishing for praise. I said it was great, gave her a quick hug, then said I had to crash early for work. Saw her frown, but she didn't push. Later, I caught her on the phone with Greg again, muttering about how I was slipping through her fingers. Smiled to myself in the dark. Damn right I was. Friday was the day. Lisa had a shift at the craft store, told me she'd be gone till late, some inventory thing. Perfect. I took the day off, told the crew I had a doctor's appointment. Tommy's cousin showed up at 8, right on time, with his van. We loaded my stuff, my recliner, my TV, the records, the rifle, clothes, tools. Took 3 hours, but we got it all. Left her furniture, her dishes, her fancy coffee mug she never let me use. Split the joint stuff down the middle, took half the pots and pans, left the rest. Wanted it fair, legal, no ammo for her to use against me. By noon, the apartment was set up, bare bones, but mine. Dropped by the bank, pulled half the joint savings, $3,000, not a penny more, even though she'd taken way more than that over the years. Back at the house, I set the stage. On the kitchen counter, I left a stack, copies of bank statements showing her spending, pictures of my gifts she'd bought with my money, a list of cash she'd sent Greg, and Paul's divorce papers, signed and ready. Taped a note to it. Puppy's done playing fetch. Good luck with the bills. Left my house key next to it. No ring. We'd never bothered with wedding bands, thank God. Sent her one text, check the counter when you get home. Lawyer'll be in touch. Then I blocked her number, drove to the apartment, and cracked a beer. Waited for the fallout, knowing it was coming fast. I'm Jack Tanner, and Friday afternoon, I'm sitting in my new apartment, sipping a beer, waiting for Lisa to find the bomb I left on the kitchen counter. It's December 6th, 2024, and after 7 years of being her doormat, I've finally walked away. The place is quiet, just me, a folding chair, and a few boxes stacked against the wall. My phone's on silent, but I know it's about to light up like a firecracker. Around 6, it starts. First, a text from an unknown number, Lisa, probably using a coworker's phone after I blocked her. Jack, what the hell is this? Call me now. I don't reply. Then another. This isn't funny. Where are you? Then a voicemail. She's yelling, voice shaking. You can't just leave like this. You coward. Get back here and talk to me. I listen, delete it, sip my beer. By 8, it's a flood, texts, calls, emails, even a message on my work voicemail from the site phone. She must have called the office after hours. Doesn't know I'm off today. 9 hits, and Greg's in on it. His number pops up, text says, "You're a real piece of work, man." She's freaking out. Answer her. I block him too. Then Lisa's back, this time on email. "Jack, please, I don't know what you think you found, but we can fix this. Come home." I screenshot it, send it to Paul, don't respond. Social media is next. She posts on Facebook, some vague crap about betrayal and starting over, fishing for sympathy. Comments roll in, "You okay, hun? Men suck." And I just shake my head. She's spinning her story already. Saturday morning, I wake up to a knock on the apartment door. Heart jumps. Did she find me? But it's just the landlord, grumbling about a leaky faucet report. I let him in, fix it myself with a wrench while he watches, impressed. Phone's still buzzing. Her parents now. Her dad's text is calm. "Son, what's going on? Call us." Her mom's not so nice. "You ungrateful jerk. How dare you do this to my daughter?" Don't reply to either. They don't know the half of it. By noon, I'm unpacking, trying to make this place feel like something. Hang a picture of my dad fishing, set up my record player, spin some Johnny Cash. Then my phone rings. Tommy. "Hey, man," he says. "Lisa just called me, freaking out. Said you moved out, took stuff. You good?" I trust Tommy, so I give him the short version. Thanksgiving, the money, the lies. He's quiet, then says, "Damn, Jack. I'm sorry. You need anything, you call me." Tell him I'm good, just laying low. Feels good to have someone in my corner. Sunday, Lisa escalates. Get a text from Dave. He's at his shop. Says she showed up there, crying, asking where I am. He told her he didn't know, sent her packing. She's a mess, man, he texts, watch your back. Then an email from her, longer this time. "Jack, I'm sorry if I hurt you. Greg pushed me to act like that. It wasn't me. Please, let's talk. I can't do this alone." Blaming Greg, classic. Forward it to Paul, ignore it. Monday, I'm back at work. Crew's curious, but I keep it tight. Say I'm dealing with personal stuff. Leave it there. Tommy gives me a nod, keeps the guys off my back. Midday, Paul calls, says Lisa's lawyer reached out, wants a meeting. She's scrambling, he says, but we've got the upper hand. Stay quiet. Let me handle it. I agree. Focus on framing a wall. Let the hammer drown out the noise. That night, I'm eating pizza, phone off, when someone bangs on the apartment door. Peek through the blinds. It's Greg, red-faced, pacing. "Jack, I know you're in there. Open up, you gutless prick." I don't move, don't breathe. He bangs again, yells about how I've ruined everything, then stomps off. Heart's racing, but I don't call the cops yet. Text Paul, tell him what happened. He says document it. We'll use it if we need to. By Tuesday, Lisa's tone shifts. Texts turn pleading. "Jack, I'm falling apart. I need you. Please." Then bargaining. "Take me back. I'll change. I'll pay you back." I don't bite. She doesn't get it. I'm not mad anymore. I'm done. I'm Jack Tanner, and it's mid-December now, a couple weeks since I left Lisa and our Boise house behind. The storm's been raging, her calls, Greg's threats, the guilt trips, but I've kept my head down, building my new life one day at a time. Work steady, the apartment shaping up, and Paul's got the divorce rolling. But today, it's time to face her, lawyer to lawyer, and see where the chips fall. Wednesday morning, I meet Paul at his office downtown. He's in a suit. I'm in my work flannel and jeans, but he doesn't care, says it's better I look like the regular guy I am. We drive to the mediator's office, some bland building off State Street. My stomach's in knots, but I keep it together, sipping coffee from my thermos. Paul claps me on the back, says, "You've got this." She's got nothing but excuses. We walk into the conference room, and there's Lisa, sitting with her lawyer, a slick guy in a tie that probably cost more than my rent. She looks rough, hair messy, eyes red, no makeup. Different from the polished Lisa I knew. She sees me, and her face crumples, like she's about to cry. I don't react, just sit next to Paul, stare at the table. Her lawyer starts, all smooth talk about reconciling differences, but Paul cuts in, lays out my terms. Sell the house, split it even. No alimony, I keep what I took, she keeps what's hers. Lisa's lawyer pushes back, says she wants the house, wants me to cover her credit card debt, wants spousal support. Paul slides over the folder, bank statements, photos, the note about Greg's cash. She's been defrauding him for years, Paul says, calm but firm. We've got proof. You want to fight this in court? Go ahead. We'll win. Lisa's lawyer blinks, flips through it, and I see her whisper something to him, panicked. They ask for a break, step out. Paul winks at me. They're rattled. They come back, and the tune's changed. No more big demands, just asking to keep the house if she buys me out. No support, that's on her. Paul leans over, whispers, take the buyout, it's clean. I nod. We haggle a bit, settle on her paying me 20 grand for my share, less than I put in. But I don't care. Papers get drawn up, not final yet, but close. Lisa tries to talk to me as we leave. Jack, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, but her lawyer pulls her back. I keep walking. Outside, she catches me by the truck, alone, grabs my sleeve, tears streaming. I'll fix this, Jack. Therapy, whatever you want. Don't throw us away. I look at her, see the woman I married, but all I hear is puppy and Greg's laugh. I'm not your fix-it project, I say, pull my arm free, and drive off. Feel empty, but free. Next few days, she keeps trying flowers to the job site, a letter in my mailbox begging me back. I toss it all, let Paul handle the rest. Greg shows up once more, drunk, yelling in the parking lot. Record it, send it to Paul. He says it's harassment, strengthens our case. By week's end, Lisa signs the prelim papers, house is hers if she pays, rest is split. I'm almost out. I'm Jack Tanner, and it's March 30th, 2025. Spring's hitting Boise, and my divorce from Lisa finalized last week. Took 3 months, faster than I expected, slower than I wanted. She paid the 20 grand, kept the house, and I walked away with my half of the savings and my stuff. No alimony, no ties. 7 years, gone with a signature. I'm 34, starting over, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like me. The apartment's home now. Got a Real bed, a couch, some plants. Lisa hated him, said they'd die under my care. They're thriving. Work's good. Crew gave me a hard time about being a bachelor again, but they've got my back. Tommy's become a real friend, helped me move the last of my gear in. Dave, too, brought over a 6-pack to christen the place. Reconnected with my old buddy Ryan from high school, too. Lisa used to say he was trouble. Turns out she just didn't want me having anyone but her. Lisa's still around, I hear. Living in the house with a roommate now, Greg, of all people. Word is they're fighting nonstop. Money's tight since I'm not footing the bill. She tried reaching out once more, text from a new number. I've changed, Jack. I miss us. Blocked it. Didn't flinch. Therapy's helping me see it wasn't my fault. She played me, but I'm not broken. Yesterday, I took my truck up to the foothills, hiked a trail with those boots I'd meant for Lisa. Sun was out, air crisp, and I felt light, like that puppy she mocked finally slipped the collar. Got a cooking class lined up next month, maybe a fishing trip with Tommy. Life's mine now, and I'm building it my way.